Manifestors. I am so excited that you're here. We're talking all about your energy today and how you might be repelling clients, putting yourself into a box, and of course, how to fix it. You are here to initiate, to bring a big vision to the world, and it is time that you stopped diluting, stopped putting yourself into a box, and truly embraced this manifestor energy that you have. Hey guys, I am Rachael, and I am your human design and messaging expert, coach, bestie, whatever you want to call me. Here on this channel, we talk all things human design, messaging, creating your most magnetic message, AI, and I am just so excited to unpack how to use your human design in your messaging. Is something that I get giddy talking about. If you're interested and love talking about this kind of stuff too, I have a custom report that is super inexpensive down below, and you can figure out how your human design is going to influence your messaging. I'll put the link below. But for now, let's get into the episode. Okay, so manifestors, there are some very specific ways if your messaging isn't working, like you're not attracting the right clients, your engagements, you just feel like your messaging isn't you, and it's definitely not working to the best that it could be. I feel like every client that comes to me knows that their messaging isn't working in some way. It's feeling off. It's feeling sticky. It's just not communicating what they want to communicate. And for manifestors, the 3 ways that you typically dilute your message is you hold back this power. You don't want to be seen as being too much, right? You have all of this energy going to your throat and to make manifest, right? And your aura is only for certain people, right? I want you to remember that not everyone is going to understand your ideas, get your ideas, be on board, right? But those that are all in, right? And the more that you just command and stand in that energy of this is the vision that I have, this is where we're going, the more that those people that are like, hell yes, that's what I want, find you, right? Versus coming from this more diluted, oh, I don't know, maybe it is. I don't want to be perceived as too much. Maybe they won't understand me, right? Can you feel the energy different in those? That is one way that you're diluting your message. The second way is trying to fit your message, what you are here to do, into someone else's strategy. There's a very specific strategy for manifestors, and I talk about this in my programs, but you have a unique way of showing up, and it's not going to look like anyone else. The moment you try and put the strategy of someone else, whether it's your business coach, your mentor, whatever, into your business, it's going to feel like wearing a wool coat in the summertime. It's going to feel constricted and not you. And that's going to dilute your message, right? Because you're not truly in your energy. Your message is not focused on what it needs to be focused on. The third way is you're not showing people the full vision. You're kind of in your own little world, not really sharing, not really bringing people along for the ride. And I have to tell you that in your messaging, bringing people along for that experience of I'm about to create something, it's going to be amazing, bringing people along for that ride and showing them how this experience is going to change their life, understanding how to do that as a manifestor can absolutely change your business, because you're teeing people up. They're like, oh my God, what is she creating? I want to be a part of it, right? And by the time that you create the offer and bring it out, they're already sold and done, right? So those are 3 typical ways. I want to add a little extra one in here, and that is understanding what your throat channel is and knowing what the high expression and the low expression of that channel is, because there's almost always, you're not using that channel to its fullest capacity. You're not in the fullest expression, and you're definitely not putting it into your messaging. So understanding that channel. So what it's going to look like is you have the third, the square, the throat, right? The third one down. That is going to be colored in for the manifestor. And you have a channel that connects to another center. We could have one channel, you could have multiple channels, but understanding what those defined channels are, the low expression and the high expression, is super, super important. I actually have a masterclass coming up in a few weeks on this that goes into how we're diluting our message, how we're taking this low expression and either we're in the low expression or we're completely ignoring the channel altogether and trying to do a strategy that isn't us. And that is the main reason that your messaging isn't working. Okay, there's three ways that you also repel clients with your beautiful manifestor aura, because you are only meant for some people. You are going to repel some, but we want to attract the people that are our fractal line, our genius people, right? First, you're hiding the initiating. You're not taking, you're like downplaying, right? You're like, no, don't, you're fearful of taking space. There we go. And you're kind of downplaying the vision that you have. You're downplaying the work that you do. You don't want to ruffle anyone's feathers. You don't want to say the bold thing that you want to say. You kind of want to just toe the line. That is 100% going to repel your dream clients and attract the ones you don't want, right? This is where we need to flip the script essentially and start saying the things that you are to say, right? But you're a little bit afraid. It's a little edgy. It's a little different, right? It's a little bold. Those are the things I want you saying, right? That's what's going to attract your ideal clients and repel the ones that aren't for you. The second is being too cryptic or mysterious, not really sharing what the heck is going on. It goes back to what the other point that I made of bringing people along for the ride, taking them behind the scenes of you creating something, right? You get to share, I'm creating something really amazing. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could do blah, 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 right? And taking them along for that experience. And the third is assuming that people will just get it. This is almost the opposite of hiding the initiating and being like, I don't want to ruffle feathers, but the waiting or just thinking that people will just get it means that you're just kind of out here doing your thing. You're not conscious of what else is going on. And it's a little bit of both and, right? We need to obviously be your bold, visionary self, bring people along for the ride, and that will help you not be so cryptic and mysterious, right? You don't want to come out with a new offer out of nowhere, right? Oftentimes, manifestors will have a creative urge and they'll have a whole new offer that they want to bring to the world. They go and create it in secret and then drop it on their audience. And the audience is like, what? What is this? I don't understand, right? Instead of following that creative urge, taking people along for the ride as you're creating it and then bringing it out, people actually feel they're a part of the experience. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Four shifts that I want you to make in your messaging to help your manifestor energy really shine and feel like you're aligned in your messaging. I want you to own this initiator role. I want you to own the fact that you are really brilliant at what you do, that you have a vision, that you are here to say the things that other people are afraid to say. You're bold and you're edgy and you're a little bit definitely outside the box. Not a little bit, you're definitely outside the box, and really own that energy that is your defined channel to your throat. Understand that energy and bring it out to the world. Inform people, bring that clarity and bring them along for that experience, right? And not just dumping a offer on them after you've put so much time into it and they had no idea you were even creating it. Bring them along for the ride. Give them the experience, right? Show them what the vision is, right? Let's see. I lost my place. Oh, I want you to focus on what the vision is, but what's possible once they reach the vision. That's it's not just about the vision. It's about what the vision is going to allow people to be able to do, focusing on that in your messaging. It is the transformation, but it's so much bigger than that, right? It's so much bigger than getting 5 clients or whatever. It's what's possible once they have 5 clients, right? That's where the bigness, the initiator, the leadership that comes out as a manifestor. And say the thing that no one else is willing to say. Hands down. It's going to be a little scary. It's going to feel a little, right, vulnerable to put yourself out there. But that's what's going to attract your people and repel the people that are not right for you. So I'd love to hear if any of these landed, if they've helped you look at your messaging in a different way, a unique way, and where you might be repelling clients that you don't want to, or how you might be diluting your message and not truly standing in your power, in your manifestor energy. I would love to hear, so drop it down in the comments, and I will see you next week.